Hello everybody and welcome back to another art video. I am Sam, I'm an artist, illustrator coming to you from Dublin. Today I would like to share a technique that I find quite useful when it comes to rescue a page on your sketchbook. If you, like me, are a bit precise on your sketchbooks, you like to have each of the pages quite pleasing and really dislike making a mess of a page, although of course it's a learning curve, a learning process. I always try to rescue or cover up my pages, and I really wanted to share with you what I generally do to achieve a decent and pleasing result throughout my sketchbook. So the materials that we need today for this experiment is some acrylic gesso. Now, this will be the layer of your base, and I got one from Sennelier. You can find this easily and quite inexpensively as well on your local art supply store. If you don't have a gesso, or if you don't want to go out to get this, you can use a combination of 1 part talc powder, 1 part wooden glue, like general wooden glue, like this one. I don't know if it focuses. And 1 part water. Instead of the talc powder, you can use just a regular bread flour that will work together. 1, 1 and 1 part. This first layer just will help you to achieve a couple of results. First of all, won't allow the paint that is already on your page, being a watercolor, being pencil, being gouache. This doesn't really apply to acrylic or markers. Doesn't allow the paint to lift again when you apply a second, the correction layer of paint over the top. So fixes your page. The second benefit for this layer of gesso or mix of glue and talc powder allow as well to get a rough surface for the new paint to stick better to the page. And thirdly, to give a primary coat of white paint to mask a little bit your previous drawing. But let's stop talking and let me show you the actual page of my sketchbook. So here we go. This is the page in question. I want to rescue this. As you can see, underneath we have some sort of a portrait that I really didn't like. I made this on the go and it wasn't really working much. So the first thing that I did is layering a very thin layer of this acrylic gesso on the page. You can use, of course, a mix of 1 to 1 to 1 talc powder, water, and wood glue, or flour, bread flour, water, and wood glue. For timing reason, I already done that, so it's quite dry now, and this will allow your former paint, what's underneath, to stick to the page, and the new paint not to be able to lift up the old one, and as well to stick better on the page. So the first thing that we're gonna do now is actually draw our new drawing. And for this page I decided to go quite simple. I will draw a lighthouse from a picture that I found on Instagram. I will put the links below in the description so you can check them out and perhaps use it yourself as a reference photo. I will just use a regular pencil. There's no need for any fancy equipment here. So hopefully you can see the reference photo drawn more or less. I'm just gonna add this gorgeous cloud that is coming up in the background, which is what really drew me to this reference photo, just very approximately. And here we go. Now the next step will be using this thing here. What is this? This is gouache made by HIMI, which is a Chinese brand, if I'm right. It's quite inexpensive. The quality, unfortunately, is not the best, but it's been very popular on the internet for quite a long time. Any gouache would work, or any acrylic paint, any covering type of paint. Watercolor wouldn't really work because it doesn't really stick well on the gesso. But if you use gouache paint, for example, pencil, or acrylic paint, once again, that will work well. As you can see, my palette is quite well used and is dry, but fear not, with just a little bit of water this will come together quite well again. I use a spray bottle just to reactivate the water at the beginning. And we are all set to paint. Now it's just a matter of covering the entire thing and enjoying the process. Here we go, it's finished. I think it's quite nice, although I might need to work a little bit more the walls here and the pebbles on the ground, perhaps enhance a bit the shadows, but it was just a way to give you an idea on how to rescue a sketchbook page you don't really like. So I really hope you found this helpful. If you have any suggestions or recommendation, or if you would like to share your own technique when it comes to rescuing a sketchbook page, please let me know in the comment below. And tag me on your rescue and tag me on your rescued sketchbook pages on Instagram. You can find me at Irish Farm Art. I will see you very soon. Bye bye.